study published Friday in the Astrophysical Journal letters, the filaments are relatively short in length, each measuring 5 to 10 light years. The findings come nearly 40 years after the study's lead author and other researchers discovered another population of nearly 1,000 one-dimensional filaments. And the Defense Department says it's tracking more than 800 cases of UFOs from the last 3 decades. A team of independent experts NASA assembled to study UFOs held its first public meeting this week. The Defense Department says only 2 to 5% of these cases can really be considered unexplained.
While a large number of cases in AARO's holdings remain technically unresolved, this is primarily due to a lack of data.
Some experts are skeptical that these sightings offer proof of life beyond the stars. They say this increase in reports is more related to government transparency and science. Well, we didn't see any UFOs in the sky today, but what we did see in the sky was a few pop-up showers, but all of that has pretty much gone.
It's all gone
now.
Yeah, we can have a dry rest of our evening, but I know a lot of us need some rain.
Yes,
and those of us that did get some got a little bit. Let's take a look at temperatures outside across the region this evening. As you can see here in Dayton, we're at 74. Columbus still warm at 76. Good evening to you. Wapakoneta, you're at 70. Still 80 right now in Cincinnati for 11 o'clock at night. So maybe a little spicy out there, if you will, in terms of the current temperatures this late at night. But we will be cooling off over the next few hours down to the 60s and eventually the 50s. I mentioned some rain. Let's look at that drought monitor. Now, last week around this time, we just had a little strip of yellow, or abnormally dry, if you will, around Toledo. And now about 75% of the state of Ohio, and not too far from about the same here across the Miami Valley, are in what is called abnormally dry conditions. And that just means we are unfortunately kind of in a lack or a deficit of rainfall over recent trends that we could use some. Muggy meter, dew point wise, if you were outside today, maybe just a touch of stickiness to you, but we are starting to see more darker green taking over, some more of a comfy, still some yellows or maybe a little bit of a sticky feeling still down to our southwest, but overall those dew points will continue to fall through the night. So for tonight, we'll see clear skies, temperatures bottoming out in the upper 50s and low 60s first thing tomorrow morning. And then with that sunshine, we're going to warm up quickly by early afternoon into the middle 80s, and that'll be our high for tomorrow. Heading out to the Strawberry Festival for Sunday. Here's kind of an hour-by-hour preview for you. 11 o'clock, 76, 84 at 2, and 86 at 5. So stay hydrated, wear the sunscreen, and just try to enjoy the nice weather if you can. It's not often sometimes we can get through an entire weekend sometimes during the summer months without seeing any kind of rainfall. Heading out to the golf course to get around to golfing. Beautiful weather for that tomorrow as well. 70s at a 10 a.m. tee time, 80 at noon, and 85 in the mid-afternoon hours. Looking at tomorrow's UV index, going to go with an 8 for tomorrow. Burn time, maybe as little as 20 minutes, so wear a hat, sunscreen, find some shade, and limit the time outdoors if you can. Now, air conditioning tomorrow. You should not have to have it on full blast throughout the day, but hopefully you could open up some windows first thing in the morning to kind of alleviate some of the stickiness that we had in the air a little bit out there earlier today. Futurecast looks like this for the rest of tonight. These showers have continued to really die off as we move through the rest of the night tonight. Clear skies are expected. Dry conditions, 60s and even some upper 50s first thing in the morning. We'll see 80s during the afternoon tomorrow. Again, just a few passing clouds. Nothing to be overly concerned about. Quick check of that 7-day forecast looks like this. 86 tomorrow, 82 by the time we get into Monday, and then we're staying dry the entire 7-day forecast with seasonable temperatures by midweek.
All right, thank you so much, Nick. And it's not summer without a cookout, but